good evening to all. Sorry, very good afternoon. Very good afternoon. I hope I'm audible to everyone. Very good afternoon. Anisha, good afternoon. Kali, very good afternoon. Ashwini, very good afternoon. And Sureka, very good afternoon. And Vijay Lakshmi, very good afternoon. I hope I'm audible to you, everyone. Am I audible? So if I'm audible means please mention in the chat box. Please mention in the chat box. My voice is very clear in the sense, please mention in the chat box. A very good afternoon to all. And that word, a very good afternoon. Hello everyone. This is Philip Petit from Pantech Learning. And I welcome you all for engage your learning experience with Pantech Learning anytime, anywhere and any places. We are always supporting to students in a technical way. What is our main vision? We are going to help 10 million students learn the technical knowledge by the easy way. I welcome you all to this particular session. Today, I am going to discussing with you that the data collection and also the pre-processing method. So already I told you and already we discussed about this particular topic yesterday because of when you are going to enter the machine learning actions, we should follow the certain procedures. So for example, once you are going to fixing the target, we have to collecting the data for that particular target, correct? So the data collection and data pre-processing today we are going to discuss. Okay, so are you guys are ready to get into this particular session? Are you guys are ready? So if you guys are ready means please mention in the chat box yes Philip and try to understand. I need a more interaction and please be ready. So because of today I am going to use a Google Collaboratory notebook to work with the several functionality. So you just follow me the procedure like that one by one, then only you can understand what exactly happening is this. Okay, so just be ready and open the Google Collaboratory notebook as well and just to follow that each and every functionality. These are the things I am going to discussing with you today. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready guys? So please follow me each and every functionality, then only you can understand more about this particular each and every functionalities in Pandas and also the the data collections as well. Okay, so first of all, before entering the Pandas library, I am going to discussing with you that data collection. Okay, I am going to discussing with you that the data collection. It generally, so what are the machine learning actions? Data collection, data pre-processing, feature extraction, and the model creation and training, prediction and evaluation. Correct? So today I am going to discussing with you the first two different. Okay. So how we can collecting the data? Any ideas? How we can collecting the data? Any ideas, guys? So without fixing the target, we cannot collecting the data. Correct? So first task is we should fix the target. We should fix the target. That may be a liver disease, that may be a heart disease. Okay, that may be a liver disease, that may be a heart disease prediction. So without a doctor, we can predict. The computer can possible to predict a patient whether it is affected or not. So that is the target. So once you fixing that particular target, you have to collecting the data for that particular target. For example, today I am going to discussing with you the liver disease prediction. Just for example only I am saying. Liver disease prediction data you need to collect. This is heart disease prediction. That is the target. Okay. So how we can collecting the data? We have the several methods. Okay. We have the several methods. So for example, majorly we are going to collecting the data from the Ganguly. Okay, and we have the several methods as well, like the Google data set collection. Okay, Google data set collection and data set search. So several options will be there. You can collecting the the ready-made data for here. For example, heart disease. Okay, heart disease prediction. Just for the example only I wanted to this and search it here and you can see this one, it shows the different platforms. For example, you can see this one heart disease data set from IEEE and heart disease data from the Ganguly platform and heart failure prediction data set from the Ganguly platform and you can see this one heart disease prediction using the different techniques from the analyst2.ai. So when I go to search the data set, Want to you want a ready-made data, listen, definitely you can get it once you using this Google dataset search. I hope you guys are watching this particular session. I hope you guys are watching this particular session. If you guys are watching this particular session in this sense, please raise your hands in comment box right now. Why? Because of I'm taking this particular session in a virtual way. So for that I need a more interaction because of I'm talking in front of the laptop. So you guys are please be interactive. If you guys are watching me in this sense, please raise your hands in comment box right now. Please raise your hands in comment box right now. Otherwise, ensuring it, you are watching this one. Okay, right. So how we can collecting the data? Our target today is hot disease prediction. I fixed the target. For this particular target, you have to collecting the data from the different medium. So one medium is called as the Google dataset search. Okay, Google dataset search. You can collecting the data from the different sources. Otherwise, the main source is actually like the Gaggle.com. Okay, this particular Gaggle platform having the large amount of the data set as per your requirement, you can collect it. Because of this particular platform, different data set is available, coding is available, challenges is available, all the things is available. Okay, so that is a good platform for good platform for learners and also the yes. So this is actually a good platform for the beginners and also the learners in machine learning things for the practice as well. This will be very useful because this particular platform will giving the different kind of the data set for the different target. Okay, right. So once you are going to fixing this particular searching this one. So for an example, here once it is open, you have to creating the code in a Gaggle platform, and here you can search like the hot disease, okay, and prediction. Okay, data. Once you're going to searching this one, definitely you will be getting this particular data from this one. So for example, here maybe that input is actually that stroke data. So but I don't this is actually like not needed because our data is actually a hot disease prediction, right? And I can go with okay, and this particular data I thought, and this is a private. So once you are going to searching this one, definitely you can get it from the different platforms, right? No? Different platforms. So for an example, you can see this one, all the the data set is actually that available. So you can see this one predicting the disease, okay, and here you can see this one, and we can check it here. So this is actually like that. You can see this one, the data set is available here. So just for the example only I'm saying here, and you can see this. So heart attack analysis, okay. So these is actually like that. You can see this one. The second thing is you can see this one, the hot disease. Once you're going to search this one, you can select this third one. I hope you guys are following me and collecting the data right now. You are following me, right? So if you are following me in this, please mention in the chat box yes for them. Okay, so I'm going to use it this particular click this particular input, and you can see this one. We have the 14 columns of this one, and just hot.csv file I can download it. Okay, right. So once you download this one, please mention in the chat box. Please mention in the chat box. That is the most important things, guys. So please give your reply. Yes, you downloaded, I hope, right? So this is the way to collecting the data for the different target as well. Not only for the heart disease. You can search like the liver disease as well. Okay, liver disease. Liver disease prediction, and you can collecting the data. You can see this one, right? So the data set is available here, and the COVID-19 effect and liver cancer prediction, liver disease prediction analysis. So all the data. So once you click this one, definitely you will be getting that this particular data. Once you click this particular input, definitely you can collect it. right? So I hope you guys are understood about this to collecting the data. Now, the data collection for the beginners and actually for the learners is more enough. Otherwise, you want to collecting the data for the industry purpose in this, and that is the different methodology. Okay, that is the different methodology. You can collecting the data from the different sources and make the structure of the data, and by using the web scraping, collecting from the internet. These are the things is available. That is the different methodology. Okay, right. So now I'm going to discussing with you the Pandas library. Okay, so the data collection part has completed right now. So I'm going to enter the Pandas library. So what is the purpose of the Pandas? Okay, what is the purpose of the Pandas? Pandas is a library. Okay, Pandas is a library. It will be more helpful for manipulating the data, and it has a lots of functionality for the analysis the data, cleaning the data, and exploring the data and manipulating the data. The most important library for exploring your data and manipulating the data. So with the help of the Pandas library, only the pre-processing method has been possible for cleaning, for manipulating, for exploring. With the help of the Pandas library, only it can be possible. So before entering the Pandas library, I should tell you one thing, that it is actually a library. So what is the concept of the package, what is the meaning of the module, and what is the meaning of the function? Any idea, guys? Any idea? Any idea? Any ideas? So please reply, because of I need a more interaction, then only I could know what is the present scenarios of you guys. So please give your reply. Please give your reply, guys. So what is the meaning of the package? What is the meaning of the modules, and what is the meaning of the function? Any idea from you guys? Can you please give the reply? Can you give the reply, guys? Okay, right. So I will tell you. Packages is nothing but the collection of the module. Module is nothing but the collection of the function. Function is nothing but the block of the code. The same concept for the libraries as well. Okay, libraries as well. So Pandas is a library. Okay, Pandas is a package. It has a several modules. It has a several functionality. So here I am going to discussing with you that several functionalities. Okay, several functionality in Pandas library. How does it will be work? These are the things I am going to discussing with you. Okay, right. So why Pandas? Why Pandas means already I given a clear ideas about the data pre-processing. The Pandas will help to analyze the big amount of the data and making the conclusion based on the statistical theory. And also the Pandas can help to making the structured data. The Pandas can be with the help of the Pandas library, it can be possible to making the propriorizing data. And also Pandas can clean the messy data, and Pandas can make them readable and relevant. The relevant data is a very important thing for the data science and also the machine learning. Can you understand what I am saying? Can you understand what I am saying? With the help of the Pandas library only you can manipulate the data, and also you can what should I say? You can make the propriorizing data. So the data pre-processing can be possible with the help of the Pandas library only. Okay, right. So I'm going to enter the several functionality, and I will be explaining one by one. Okay. Right. So without delay, just open the Google Collaboratory notebook, guys. Collaboratory notebook. So I don't want to spend the more time on a theoretical way. Just we can go with it. Collab. Just go to the browser. Okay, just go to the browser and search in Google in Google collab, type collab and enter, and you can find this particular page. Correct? You can find this particular page. Just please do follow then only you can understand it very easily. So I will tell you that we are using the Google Collaboratory Notebook. So just open the browser and search the Google Collab. Just type the collab and enter, and just click the very initial link, welcome to the Collaboratory Notebook. And once you open this one, you can find this particular page. Once it is open, just click this one, new notebook. Okay, so these particular new notebook will creating the different kind of the cells to write a code. Okay, so once you click that one, it will be open like this. It will be open like this, and you can find this particular page. Now I will be going to execute the code one by one. Okay. Yes. So here I explain only one important things in Pandas. The Pandas data structure is actually series and also the data frames. What is the meaning of the series? Series is nothing but a one-dimensional data type. Okay, one-dimensional array. And data frames is actually like the two-dimensional array that having the columns and also the rows. With the help of the data frames only you can making the propertizing structure, and you can visualizing the tabulation format to this particular data. For example, it is widely used in the data structure of the Pandas and work with that the two-dimensional arrays the rows and also the column. So with the help of the Pandas library only, it can be possible. So with the help of this particular Pandas library only, we can create a data frame structure. And you can create a structures rows and also the column, that we can call it as data frames is defined as a standard way to store the data, and also it has the different indexes the rows and also the columns. Okay, and also the columns. And now I'm going to show the example for these particular things. Okay, right. So for example, first of all, data frame. So how to create the data frame? How to create the data frame? So here I'm going to create the data with the help of the dictionary. So with the help of the dictionary, I'm going to create that a name. Okay, and here, so what is the meaning of this dictionary? So dictionary is nothing but the collection of the elements, correct? Collection of the elements. Here I can add in three different names like Philip, okay, and Rajkumar. So I'm creating the two different, okay, Rajkumar and Saifani and Manikantan. Okay, so I'm creating the names like this. And next, for this particular persons, what are the designations of this? Designation. Okay, designations I'm going to creating Philip is a project. Okay, AI project engineer. And Rajkumar is a AI engineer, and Saifani is an technician or railway department. Okay, and Manikandan is a financial department. Right? So I have created the names and also the designation for the different person. For Philip, project engineer. For Rajkumar, AI engineer. For Saifani, railway department. For Mani, financial departments. Okay, right. So this is the data. So once I go to these entering this particular data, it is not in a good structure, correct? So now you can see this one. I am going to run this one, and you can see this particular data. And you can see this particular data. It will not be clear structure. It will not be clear structure. Now you can see this particular data. So it's taking the time, and now you can see the outputs. Now you can't Correct. So I want to making the tabulation format in a good visualization like rows and algebraic column. How I can do that? How I can do that? I want to making this particular views in a tabulation format. With the help of the data frames only it can be possible to create that. That maybe we can call it as to create in the structured data like rows and also the column. So for that we need a Pandas library. So how you installing this particular Pandas library in your system? If you are a user in a Jupyter notebook, in the sense you have to open the command prompt and you have to open the command prompt. Just a minute guys. CMD. So you have to open the command prompt and also the like in that yes open and pip install Pandas. So this is the way to installing the Pandas library. This is the way to installing all the libraries which you used. Okay, so that is the procedure to installing in your system. In Google Collaborative Notebook, no need to install. Okay, why? Because of we are running in an online platform, so it is not needed. But in Google Collaborative also we can install like that exclamatory symbol pip install Pandas. Okay, this is the procedure to installing this particular package in by using the Google Collaborative Notebook, and this is the procedure to installing the packages in Google Collaborative Notebook. Can you understand what I'm saying? Can you understand what I'm saying? So if you guys are really understanding about this one, in the sense, guys, please give your interaction. Please give your interaction because of that is the most important thing. Because of I'm talking in front of the laptop. If you guys are like that really understanding about this one and you guys are following me in the sense, so please give your reply. That is the most important things to continue this particular session as an energetic way. Okay, right. So these particular data I want to create in the tabulation view with the help of the data frame. Okay, right. How I can do that? Import Pandas as PT. So this is the way to import in the package. This is the way to import in the package. Once you importing this one, you can accessing the all the functionalities which is available in Pandas. Okay, right. So for an example, data frame. So I'm going to creating the data frame. So here a data frame. Okay, so I'm going to create the variables name. We can call it as like data frame. Okay, or data structure, or anything you can mentioning it, like that any variable you can creating it. Like here I am going to create the data frame 1 is equal to pd dot data frame. So we have the functions like to creating the data frames like data frame of. Here you can pass this particular data which you created. Can you understand what I'm saying? So now you can see this one. So pd dot data frame, the particular component will help to create the tabulation view of this particular data. So now you can see this one of this particular data. Yeah, you can see this one right now. Name, designation, Philip, Rajkumar, Saifani, money, and also the designations like that. Can you understand what I'm saying? For this particular structure, for this particular unstructured data, I'm going to creating the tabulation view. I'm going to creating this structured view with the help of the dot data frame. Can you understand what I'm saying? What is the purpose of the data frame? So this particular data frame will help to creating the tabulation view of this particular data, and it is more helpful to creating the structured data. Understood, guys? Understood? So this is nothing but the data frame. Okay, right. Now I'm going to show the several functionalities in Pandas library. Okay, right. So first, before entering to loading this particular data, just follow me clearly, then only you can understand easily. So before this particular loading your data, so you already download this particular hot data, right, from the Ganguly. So I'm going to uploading this particular data in Google Collaboratory Notebook. So how to uploading this one? Just go to this area and just find it this particular file folder and just click the upload symbol and just click this one and click this one. It is how to the loading this particular data. Because of I want to work with this particular data, I want to explore in this particular data, I want to analyzing this particular data. In the sense, you have to use this particular upload this particular data like this. Okay, once it is uploaded, what is the data here? This is actually the hot data, correct? Hot data. So I'm going to create the variable's name is called it as the hot data. And this is the procedure to load the data. Loading the data set. Okay, loading the data set. How can I load in this particular data? We have the one particular function that we can call it as a read CSV. So what is the meaning of this one? Because we are uploading this particular data as a CSV format. So pd.read CSV function will help to loading your data. So just copy the path and also paste it here. Okay, once you've done this, just shift enter, it is going to be executed. Loading the data is done. Loading the data is actually done, but we don't know if it is loaded or not. We have to ensuring this particular data. So with the help of hot data dot head of function. So what is the meaning of the head of function? The head of function will help to display the first 5 rows of this particular data set. Dot head of function will help to display the first 5 rows of this particular data set. And you can see this one, guys. You can see here. In this particular data, age, sex, CP, trait, PBS, cholesterol, FBS, and this is called it as the medical term. Now the data is loaded very well. Now the data is loaded very well. I hope you guys are watching this the Pandas library functionality to accessing the data and handling the data and manipulating the data, right? If you guys are following me in this sense, please raise your hands in chat box right now, guys, because of the command box is too much slower and I don't know who all are watching me. So please just follow me and execute by yourself and give the replies as well, right? So now I want to display the first 5 rows of this particular data. Now I want to display the first 5 rows of this particular data. So for that time, you can call the hot data dot head of, and you can specify the first 10 rows of this particular data. Okay, 10 rows of this particular data. If you specify the number, first 10 rows, it is going to be hard to display this. Start from 0 to till 9, it will be displayed. Okay, you can pass any number 15 rows will be going to be displayed. If I am going to mention the 20 rows is going to be displayed. Okay, can you understand what I am saying? So this is the thing. The header function will help to display the first 5 rows and 10 rows of this particular data, right? Without specifying any number inside this particular header function, it will be defaultly will help to display the first 5 rows of this particular data, right? And we have the another functions that we can call it as hot data dot tail of. So this will be help to display the head and tail last 5 rows of this particular data. Last 5 rows of this particular data. Can you understand what I am saying? Can you understand what I am saying? So dot head dot tail will help to display the first 5 rows, and tail will help to display the last 5 rows of this particular data. Are you trying this one, guys, by yourself? Then only you can understand easily what is the specific purpose of this particular function. Are you trying this one? So if you are following me and trying by yourself in this sense, please mention in the chat box, yes, Philip. Okay, I hope most of the people following me, I thought because of I didn't get any reply from the different participants. It's okay, fine. So right now, yes. So right now I will be moved to the next functionality. Okay, right. So we can call it as exploring your data. Okay, we can call it as the exploring your data or analyzing your data. I want to display the shape of this particular data. So that means it will be hard to display see how many rows and also the column. For example, in this particular data set we don't know the shape of this particular data. So for that time, hot data dot shape, okay, hot data dot shape will help to display the how many rows and also the columns. So hot data dot shape function will help to display the rows and also the columns. Can you understand what I am saying? Dot shape will help to display the rows and also the columns here. Right now? Yes. So this is the one kind of the most important to exploring your data. And next functionality. Okay, next functionality. Hot data dot info of. So what is the meaning of this particular function? What is the meaning of this particular function? This will be help to display the information of this particular data. Information of this particular data means the name of the column, total entries, and what is the data type of this particular data. All the things. Now you can see this one. Dot info will help to display the information of this particular data. This is the most important function to know the data set. Okay, know the data set. Now you can see this one. Dot info will help to display the information of your data. For example, that range index totally 303 entries already we knows about it. Correct? 303 rows. And entries start from 0 to 302. And the data columns, the columns name and non-null. So that means non-null means clean the data entry. That means there is no missing values. Okay, non-null in the sense there is no missing values. So this will be the count of the non-null, not a null, non-null. So 303. So total entries is actually 303, but here the non-null is actually like 303. That means the data is actually very cleaned. The data is actually very cleaned. And also you can see this one. Each and every column having one particular value. So for this particular value, what is the data type of this one? And you can see this one. Here we have mostly integer data type and float data type. Okay, right. So this is the information we had it, and how many entries of the data type, float data type, how many entries of the integer data type. So dot info will help to displace the information of this particular data. Next, I will be moved to the next thing is actually like hot data. Okay. Next, I will be moved to the hot data dot the columns names only. So dot columns will help to displace the columns name of this particular data. So now you can see this one, hot data dot columns, sorry. See, dot columns will help to displace the name of the columns. Understood? Only the name of the columns. Correct? Name of the columns. So this is called, we are going to exploring this particular data. Okay, next I will be move to this one dot shade and dot information has done, right? So next we will be moved to the hot data dot count. So what is the meaning of this one, count? So this will be help to display only the count of the non-null of each and every column. Okay, dot count will help to display the count of this particular null values or non-null values, right? Yes. Now, and I want the accessing. Okay, I want to accessing that one single row. Okay, for example, hot data dot look of location of 0 or 2. So that means hot data dot look will help to display the second index. Okay, second index. What is the second index? You can see this one. So second index is actually like 41 0 1. You can see this one, 41 0 and 1. 41 and 0 and 1. So dot look will help to accessing the rows with the help of the indexing number. And one more thing, I want to accessing the column. Hot data dot iloc of whole columns and third index. So what is the meaning of this one? What is the meaning of this one? You can see this one, the third column, third indexing column. So here you can see this one, hot data columns. What are the third columns? You can see 0, 1, 2 and 3. Third column is actually like that 3 PPS, correct? And I want first column. You can see. So this is the columns, and you can see this one. The first column is actually like that 6. So what is the number 1? So maybe you are asking the question, this is actually like that 1. No, it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. Understood? Understood, guys? Understood? No? Right. So now I want to accessing the specific columns. Okay, how I can accessing the specific columns? So data dot or of, here you can specify the 6. Okay, so I want to specify the 6. Here I want to know the count of the male, I want to know the count of the female. Okay, so for 6 is actually categorical. For 6 is actually a categorical, correct? So I want the accessing that particular one, okay, only one column. I want to know the count of the male and count of the female. So how can I find it? So with the help of value counts is the function. With the help of this particular function, you can help to display the category. How many male and how many female. That you can see this one, male and female. 1 is nothing but the male, 0 is nothing but the female. This is the count of the male and also the female. Can you understand what I am saying? And one more thing. Here, what are the categorical data? So that may be like, the cholesterol is not a categorical data. Output is a categorical data. So you can see this one, hot data. The value counts is only applicable for the categorical data. Try to understand. Okay. So here I can pass output. Output means yes or no. Correct. So value and counts of. So here try to understand the value counts functionality will help to applicable for the categorical data, categorical column. Now you can see this one. The 1 is actually S, as means as affected, and 0 is not affected. So that means 1 is affected and 0 is a not affected thing. And you can see the count of this one. 1 is actually 165 and 138, like that. Is that clear? Is that clear? I hope you guys are very clear on this. Okay, right. And the next functionality. And the next functionality, I want to remove, okay, I want to remove that remove the rows and also the column. And we have the one particular thing that is called the statistical measurement. So dot describe. Wow. So what is the meaning of this one? Dot describe function will help to display the count of each and every column, average value of each and every column, standard deviations of each and every column, minimum value of each and every column, maximum value of each and every column, 20% of each and every column, median value of each and every column, and 71% of each and every column. So this particular describe, which is called as the statistical measurement of the data. Statistical measurement of the data. Okay, right? So statistical measurement of this particular data, that you can see this one. Can you understand what I am saying, guys? So these are the functionalities will help to exploring your data, right? So next I will be move to this one, dropping the columns, dropping the rows. First rows, drop rows or removing rows. Rows. Okay, right. How can I remove the rows? In the sense, hot data dot drop function of, okay, hot data dot drop function of. Here you can see this one, the index, because I'm going to remove the rows. Remove the rows means what is the identity to access the indexing number, correct? So for that time I don't need that second index. Okay, then next parameter is called the access. For rows 0, for columns 1. Okay, now we can see this one, right? There is no second column, there is no second row, sorry. You can see this one. So with the help of drop function, that will be help to display the how to remove the rows as well, which is specified. For an example, okay, so if you specify the number 2, it will help to remove that, right? What about the column? So I'm going to creating that particular one variable x is equal to hot data dot drop I don't need only one column, that is actually output, because of that is the output column. Okay, X is the input, Y is the output column. So here I created the X. In X variable, I want to store only the input. So here you can specify the columns is equal to. Here you can specify the name of the column, that is called the output. Because of I don't want to output, because of that is the output column, not in X. So next, an axis is equal to 1. What is the meaning of this one? What is the meaning of this one? The axis 1 is the column accessing, axis 0 is the rows accessing. The columns is equal to output and the axis is actually a 1. And now you can see this one, an x dot header function, and you can see this and you can see this one. There is no output. There is no output because of, with the help of drop and with the help of the column specifying, that will be going to remote. Okay, I want to store only the one column to one variable. How? Hard data of output. That's it. Clear now? Clear? So this is the way you can accessing this one. This is the way you can accessing this one. Now y dot head of you can see, okay, only the output. Now we have the another functionality, that is called how to find the missing values. How missing values. Okay, so here we have the functions like hard data dot is null of. So these particular function will help to display this particular hard data dot is null will help to display the true or false. True means the null values is presenting. False means null values is not presenting. You can see this one. It is going to be displays the true or false. False means there is no null value. True means there will be a null value. But I don't need this particular things. I need a count. So for that time, is null of dot sum of will help to display the count of the null value of each and every column. So that means hard data dot is null of dot sum of will help to display the count of null values of each and every column. Okay, I hope you guys are listening about this one. I hope you guys are watching this particular session as well. So if you watching this one in the sense, please mention in the chat box yes, Philip. Okay, this is a way to finding the null values. Okay, if there is any null values is presenting means it will be displayed. For example, 6, 2 means 2 null values is presenting, and 4 means 4 null values is presenting. Null values is missing values. If the null values is presenting means that is not a good data, that is not a clean data. For that time we should clean the data. For that thing we should clean the data. How we can clean the data? We have the two different methods. One is called the removing, another one is called the filling. For example, for Talash, it having like the 10 null values in the sense. Okay, out of like 100, 10 is the biggest value. So for that time, don't prefer it for the drop now. So try to understand, when the null values is presenting very high, don't prefer the drop now, because of that will be removing the entire rows of this particular data. Okay, that is not preferable, and the imputation method will be there. That I will be explaining it tomorrow itself. So now I will be showing the demonstration for removing the data, null values, removing the null values. So here, how to remove the null value. So we have the function like hot data, okay, dot is equal to hot data again to store the same variable name. Dot drop now is the function. That means drop NA. Drop NA means drop the. If dot drop now, it will be help to remove the null values presenting in this particular column. So once you are going to apply this particular dot drop now, the dot drop now will help to remove the null values presenting in this particular column. Now we can check this particular shape. If the null values is presenting, the count will be less. But there is, the same value will be written. That means there is no null value. The data is actually very clean. Okay, right now. So drop now will help to remove the null values. Next, I will be moved to find the duplicates. Okay, so is there any duplicates or not? So hot data dot duplicates. Okay, off. So dot duplicates. Duplicated. Okay, off. Now you can see this one. Dot duplicated. If the duplicated will be presenting here, that means the rows will be presenting again. Duplicate will be presenting again. This will be help to display. False means no duplicates. True means duplicated. If the duplicated is presenting means how we can remove hot data is equal to hot data dot drop duplicates. Yeah, this is the function. Okay, right now we can see this one. Okay, after that also you can check it. Okay, if any columns or rows is removed or not. We'll have to displace this. Clear? So the only one duplicated is presenting here. So for that the drop duplicate will help to remove this. So before that we have 303 entries. But now the 302, that means so only one duplicated is presented. For that you can see this one 303. So these are the functionalities, major functionalities which is available in Pandas. Okay, in Pandas. So for an example, you can see this one drop, concatenate, rename and group by. This can be possible to make it that analyzing the data. So pre-processing is null and several handling the missing values, and you can see this one the correlation, all the functionalities which is available here. And we have the group by functionality. So what is the group 5 functionality? The group 5 functionality will help to displace the group by of this one. So for example, I will tell you hot data dot group 5 of, here you can specify that particular column's name. So for that output, okay, dot, I want to displace the mean value. Now you can see this one based on this particular category. So group by, in this sense we have the category group by, we can display this one. Okay, and you can see this group by. So 0 and also the 1. For 0 and 1, it will be help to display this mean value. Here I am going to that maximum value of both the categories. The maximum value of age, the maximum value of sex, the maximum value of CP. Yes, this can be possible. Okay. So this is the way you can make it the grouping as for this one based on the category. Okay, right? And any other functionalities is missing here, and with data and aggregations of lists. Yeah. Okay, I explained the major functionalities of this. I hope you guys are understanding about this one. Okay, right? Is that clear, guys? Is that clear still now? Is that till now clear, guys? So if it is clear in this sense, please mention in the chat box yes, Philip. So this is the functions for manipulating and analyzing and exploring the data by using the Pandas library. Okay, this is the major important library for that. So I hope you guys are really understanding about this one. I hope you guys are really understanding about this particular each and every functionality. If it is clear, means please mention in the chat box. If it is clear, so please mention in the chat box. Yes, Philip. Please mention in the chat box, yes, Philip. After that, we can wind up in this particular session. I hope you got an ideas about collection of the data and also the Pandas libraries functions. Okay. So this is all about today. I will be meet you tomorrow with a different topic of this particular, FDP program on machine learning technology. This is actually what should I say? The Pandas library plays the major important role. Tomorrow is also I will be discussing about this imputation methods and the feature extraction and procedure I will be explaining to you. Okay. So I hope you guys have really enjoyed this particular session. If you enjoyed the lessons, please mention in the chat box. After that, we can wind up with this particular session, guys. Okay guys, so this is all about today. We'll meet you tomorrow with a different topic. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow with a different topic. Thanks.